Webflow's pricing is notoriously confusing to understand. It's so often that we jump into a client's account and see that they're paying for things they don't even need. Workspace plans, site plans, seats and add-ons. There's a lot to unpack. By the end of this video, you'll know exactly what you need without getting caught off guard. My name is Dylan Harrocks. I'm the founder of Nexus Creative. We've built and launched hundreds of websites in Webflow over the last 6 years. The biggest confusion I see happening is not knowing the difference between site plans and workspace plans. Most platforms would combine these subscriptions on a per site basis, but Webflow, they do it differently. A site plan is for hosting a website. If you want to publish to a custom domain, you need a paid site plan. A workspace plan, on the other hand, is your development environment where you build and manage your projects. You may be fine on the free tier unless you're building multiple staging sites. I'll get into this more later on. By the way, before jumping in, all of the prices I'm going to be talking about will be the monthly cost billed annually, as most of our clients prefer it this way because it's 33% cheaper. For now, let's break down the different site plans, which again is a hosting cost for each website you publish. On the free site plan, you can't connect a custom domain, but you can publish on a webflow.io subdomain. This is good for getting the site ready for production or for learning. It allows you to have up to 50 CMS items. By the way, CMS stands for Content Management System and is used for dynamic content like blogs, service pages, team members, and so on. The free plan also includes up to 1 GB of monthly bandwidth. Before I carry on, I want to clarify what this means because bandwidth limits confuse a lot of people. Bandwidth isn't just about how many visitors your site gets, it's the total data transferred when people load your website. So a site with lots of visitors, the lightweight pages, mostly text, optimized images, might use less bandwidth than a site with fewer visitors but heavy assets, like background videos, large images, or lots of animations. And it's not just the first page visits. If a typical visitor browses 5-6 pages on your website, each page load uses bandwidth. So a site that encourages deep browsing will use more than a site where people land, read one page and leave. This is why two sites with similar traffic can need completely different plans. A simple B2B site with 10,000 monthly visitors might only use up 100 GB, but a media-heavy portfolio site with the same traffic might use an entire terabyte. So to recap, the free tier can't connect custom domain, 50 CMS items and 1 GB of bandwidth. Next, we have the basic plan at $14 per month. Here you can connect a custom domain, have up to 100 pages, but you'll have no CMS functionality. This plan makes sense for simple static websites. The CMS site plan is $23 a month. This covers most people's needs: 2,000 CMS items, 200 GB of monthly bandwidth, unlimited form submissions, and 3 content editor seats. The sweet spot for most websites, but if you need to push the limits, Webflow's business tier flexibility is what you'll want. It starts from $39 per month and goes up to $1,049. You can choose between 10, 15, and 20,000 CMS items, and bandwidth from 100 GB all the way up to 2.5 terabytes. This is a plan for high traffic sites or large content libraries. Lastly, we have Enterprise tier, which is custom pricing for large companies. You can have unlimited CMS items, custom security, SLA with guaranteed uptime, and a dedicated account manager, and more. One of our clients is on the Enterprise Lite tier, and they're paying $15,000 a year, but pricing varies substantially based on requirements. Feel free to reach out to me if you'd like help on getting a quote that fits your needs. A question I often get is, what happens if we use up all of our bandwidth in 1 month? Does the site stop loading? And I'm glad to say no, that would be crazy. Webflow is lenient enough to let it slide for a month, but if it happens 2 months in a row, you'll automatically get upgraded to the next tier. They won't do this without notifying you, but it's always a good idea to keep an eye on bandwidth. If you're selling products, Webflow offers e-commerce plans. A standard at $29 a month, you can have up to 500 products. They take 2% transaction fee on every sale. So at $5,000 a month in sales, that's $100 extra in fees. It adds up fast. Plus, at $74 a month, gives you 5,000 products, 0 transaction fees, and removes Webflow branding from transactional emails. Plus, you get advanced checkout customization. Advanced at $212 a month gives you 15,000 products with priority support. This is only really needed for stores with a lot of SKUs. By the way, there are no sale volume limits on any of these plans. If you're not sure if you need the standard or plus, here's the math. Break even is around $2,250 a month in sales. Above that, plus saves you money. If you're doing this revenue, skip standard entirely. There are other ways to have e-commerce stores without using Webflow's native e-commerce features. I can talk more about this in another video if anyone's interested. This next part is where most people get tripped up, and I want to make sure everyone understands and doesn't throw money away. The starter workspace is free. It allows you to have 2 unhosted projects. In other words, 2 sites without paid plan. But those free sites will have limited features. You'll only be able to create 2 pages and won't be able to use custom code. If all you're going to have is your company website on a paid plan, the free workspace plan is all you need. Now, if you plan to be building websites without immediately having to get site plans, you may want to upgrade to Core at $19 a month, which includes up to 10 unhosted websites, each with up to 300 pages, custom code, functionality, code export, and so on. The Growth Workspace plan at $49 per month allows you to have unlimited unhosted sites and more controls on site level permissions. Now, all of these workspaces only include 1 seat. If you want to invite your team, you have 3 role options. The full at $39 a month gives the user full access to the designer, CMS, and admin settings. The limited plan at $15 per month is essentially a content editor seat. They can use the build mode to change any content on the site, full access to the CMS, as well as the ability to build pages using pre-built components. There is a free seat type if all they need to do is view the site and add comments. Webflow does offer some paid add-ons, and they've been releasing a lot of these recently. Webflow Localization allows you to add more languages to your website with AI-powered translations. It's $9 per locale. A locale is a language for up to 3 locales. You can upgrade to the Localization Advanced if you need more locales, or if you need to change the styles and assets in each locale. Webflow Analyze, Webflow's native user analytics tracking. It starts at $9 a month, but increases based on how many visitors your site gets. Webflow Optimize, this is an add-on I love to use, but it isn't cheap. Starting at $299 per month, it gives you the ability to dynamically personalize a site, and it even runs autonomous A/B testing. And that's Webflow's pricing. Site plans for hosting, workspace plans to manage multiple projects, and team seats. For most people, you're looking at around $23 to $38 a month. If you'd rather have someone handle all of this for you, book a call below. We can get your site built and launched in weeks. Thank you for watching my first YouTube video.